This thing has me trapped in my car like Cujo. Get out of here. Go on, get. No, don't yell at me. Get. If you only knew what Jay just said before the camera started rolling. Welcome to Floridiots. I'm Lee.
I'm Pops. What's up?
And we do Florida Man stories
Yes, we
each
do.
and every week.
Yes,
Hope
we
you
do.
enjoyed the headline episode. Now we're going to pull a couple of those out of the headline episode and actually do the whole story.
Yeah. And so, how was your week?
It was great. I did this. So
yeah, you did Fest?
that was a lot of fun. I went to Fest. I saw 200 bands, probably 40 or 50 new bands, stuff that I didn't know about. So that's my favorite thing, is to learn new music. So I had a
And
great
I'm
time.
also wanted to say congratulations, and I'm proud of you on the new job. Share that
Oh,
with everybody.
yeah.
So,
So I got my dream job, everybody.
got a dream job.
Which doesn't happen. It's happened twice in my life that I've gotten my dream job.
Won't you wish upon a star?
That's right.
No, sorry.
I did wish upon a star. Actually, I should shoot higher from my dream job. You know what I mean?
Starlight,
If I'm just going to manifest shit, why am I not manifesting winning the lottery? You know?
Right.
But when I
One
was
step at a time.
when I was a little kid, one of my first words was radio. I was obsessed with the radio. I would crawl up on my dad's Harman Kardon tuner and go, "Rayo, Rayo," just over and over again, right? And from the time I was little, I wanted to be on the radio.
Like the
and
movie.
then I was.
Yeah.
I was on the radio for 15 years. And that career fizzled.
Yeah.
And I started doing other things, and we obviously started doing the YouTube show and a podcast, and radio's a little bit of a dying art because so many corporations have bought it out that the creativity's kind of been sucked out of it.
Right.
But you find some cool stations like the one we're on, like low power FMs, community radio stations, what radio's supposed to be, freeform,
Right.
But as doing it as a career is kind of difficult. And so a few years have gone by since my radio career, and I wanted to be in service, and I got a job at a homeless shelter. So I work at a homeless shelter, a low barrier homeless shelter, which means you can bring pets, and it's awesome, dude. It's like my head's on a swivel. But I tell you what, every day when I'm going home, I'm sad that I'm going home.
Okay.
That's how much I love doing this.
You got a Floridian here helping out people.
I'm helping all the Florida mans.
Yeah, that's right. Trying to help all of us.
Well, let's do it. Let's get into some stories.
Hit us off one.
You kick us off, Jay.
Well, actually, this week we have a Florida man, and just so we know, we do have many Florida men, and we all know how being in the frickin' Starbucks line and what that's like.
Oh,
I mean, it's long. We have one here in town.
I have a side story related to this afterwards. You're gonna love this.
So. Well, I
didn't know you were doing this story. This is great.
Okay, so this guy, he's from Miami Gardens, and of course,
Straight up,
as most people are, he waited in line again, this long line, reached the window at Starbucks, and exclaimed that earlier in the week they'd messed up his order, bagel, cream cheese, whatnot,
venti.
They forgot his cream cheese, and as the young lady, the attendant that was taking care of him. I guess
barista,
in the process, yes, he became enraged, and then he pulled a gun out on the cashier.
Can't do that.
Well, Florida man, in this situation, it was a bad idea because the daughter of the police chief in that town was the cashier at the window.
Oh.
So now this gentleman's being held on a $10,000
Deputy
bond.
barista strikes again.
Chief, that's a Florida man one for
the
it.
chief police are going.
If they forget your cream cheese, don't use a gun.
That's right.
To try to get cream cheese.
Let's not use violence for cream cheese related incidents.
Cream cheese is a non-violent food.
He yelled out, "I'm gonna put a hole in you like that bagel."
Oh.
Florida man threatened to destroy town with army of turtles is the story I'm going to do in a moment. But I want to talk for a second about this Starbucks situation.
Yeah.
If they're ever a sponsor, great. We love Starbucks. Until then, fuck you, Starbucks. So we have a Starbucks here in this town that we're in, and it is on the corner of a major intersection.
Smartest place to put it.
Traffic goes out into this intersection. So you have a 2-lane road that a lot of people are coming and going from because it's on an intersection, and people will wait in the traffic lane, in the right-hand lane, to get Starbucks, clogging up an entire lane. Why you think
and it's also the exit
right
at the same time.
Why you think you're entitled to block traffic for an overpriced coffee, it goes beyond, Jason, just bad planning or bad city planning or traffic or, hey, I just want a coffee. Hey, just go around. It goes beyond that. What it goes to is entitled, wealthy assholes. That's what this
Florida
is about.
people.
Yeah, exactly. So...
I'm entitled to do whatever I want and stand in line for as long as I want and block the road.
Right. You can
Why
just go
shouldn't
around.
I be?
Absolutely. So...
It's my coffee.
Our friend, our dear friend, who's
Yes.
going to be involved with the show at many points, Jen, who ran for mayor here, her and I are organizing a protest. Okay. So we're going to go stand in front of Starbucks and make it to where, so you can be on the sidewalk, freedom of assembly, as long as you're not on their property. So we're going to make it to where you can't pull in and out of there. Ooh. So that's going to happen in a couple weeks, and we'll film it, and we'll
watch out for the big trucks.
Yeah. I'm willing to die for this cause. I'm just kidding. I'm not.
No,
I'll get out of the way.
No, I'm not gonna die for a venti.
Florida man threatens to destroy town with army of turtles. A self-proclaimed saint was arrested. I'm a goddamn saint.
What?
Was
saint
arrested
what?
in
Saint Turtle.
Saint Turtle. He was arrested in a Florida town after screaming obscenities and threatened to unleash an army of turtles. I will unleash an army of turtles. The suspect, 61 years old, called himself a saint and alleged that his army of turtles would destroy everyone.
That would be a long wait.
He called 911 in the parking lot of a 7-Eleven after he cursed out customers. Lane, the suspect, allegedly told 911 operator that the responding officer needed to leave now or you will be sorry you fucked with the saint.
He started throwing turtle shells at people.
Can we make t-shirts that say, Floridiots, you're going to be sorry you fucked with the saint?
The saint.
Love it, dude. Calling myself the saint.
Saint Turtle. Who would... We gotta come up with a better saint
Some
name.
shit I would do. Hey, come here.
Well, actually...
Look who I got a little guest for us.
Uh-oh, we got a guest here.
Let's say hi.
Everybody
Everybody loves dogs. Hi.
Who's this? This is the producer.
Yeah, Ellie
This is the producer right here.
Say hello,
She sets up all the cameras.
She does.
She sets up the mic. She does a great... She's very quiet.
You are so sweet, and
Thank
I love you very much.
You're a good girl.
You've been very good the whole show.
You were.
I know you're getting bored.
She's like, I'm going to take you guys off camera real soon if you keep it up. Yeah. So... Crazy Florida man, or not crazy, but maybe not the best thing that you could possibly do. Florida man found guilty of posting bomb instructions for terrorists online.
Ooh, can't do it.
No. Out of Miami, AP Press, a South Florida man has been convicted of posting bomb-making instructions on the internet for people he believed were Islamic terrorists. So he was like trying to help out Islamic terrorists.
Ooh.
Yeah, Samuel Batista, no relation
to
Dave Batista, no relation. 29 pleaded guilty Friday. I don't know why I said his name, but I should have. I was going in for the joke. I apologize. Miami, Florida court
totally
to attempt providing material support to terrorists. He's facing 15 years in prison at a sentencing.
15?
Yeah.
You seem to think that was too much, and I'm thinking you're organizing bomb materials. I guess it was just language, right? He didn't actually have bomb making materials.
We used to have the Anarchist Cookbook.
Anarchist Cookbook, that's right. Yeah.
So that
I didn't have it. Jason had it.
No.
Yeah, you can get serious trouble for having stuff like Anarchist Cookbook, and I've seen in certain institutions they won't let you have Behold a Pale Horse. Is another one.
Yeah. Well, people back in the 80s, of course, like the reason why I think the Anarchist Cookbook was taken away or they stopped doing it is after Timothy McVeigh bombed the federal building.
Right.
And around the late 80s and early 90s with like David Koresh and stuff like that and these other type of situations, they wanted to make sure people didn't have the information that the Anarchist Cookbook provided, which was it taught you how to make pipe bombs. It taught you how to survive. It was a survival guide and a kind of a guerrilla warfare booklet for Americans.
Right. Which and it obviously could be used well or abused.
Yes, most definitely.
But I've been accused of having some real Koresh vibes.
No.
Yeah. I don't think so. I'm just a leader.
It's okay. You can sleep with me.
Drunk Florida man tries to use taco as his ID after his car catches fire at Taco Bell. That's probably my favorite headline of the year so far.
I am Chalupa. What?
My name's Taco Jones.
No.
Tacos are not recognized as legal forms of ID in the state of Florida.
Why not?
The incident occurred in Jensen Beach. Do you know where Jensen Beach is? Never been there. This is just a couple weeks ago.
Wow.
Apparently decided to make a run for a fourth meal after downing some beers. Somehow made it all the way to the fast food joint in his Chevy pickup, which was on fire. Taco Bell manager called police. Wow. He was passed out in the truck on fire. Clearly, this was not a victimless crime. Our hearts go out to the hungry folks who had to wait so long for their late-night munchies. A deputy awoke him, asked for his ID. The man said, "I'm this guy," and held up a taco.
No, I hope he took his keys out of the ignition.
Why's that?
Because you can't get in trouble if your keys are in the ignition.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. I don't know. Can you, though? I mean, I know that's like a... You could be passed out, but they can't get you for a DUI, but they'll get you for...
Across... Yeah. I don't know where they are. They're nowhere in the truck.
They'll get
be
you
out
for
in
something.
Field. They can get me. Yeah, get me.
Drunk and disorderly, impersonating a taco.
Driving a truck while it's on fire.
Yeah. Reckless taco behavior.
Reckless taco. Chalupa.
Well, for this and more Florida Man stories, make sure you hit us up. And in the meantime, if you're perusing YouTube and downloading podcasts, make sure you check out Jay's podcast. He's got an awesome interview coming up with TSOL. Can I say that? Can I let the cat out of the bag?
Yeah, one of the guitarists from TSOL.
So there you
go.
True
Sounds of Liberty. Check them out. They just I think they've been working on music, and they actually just got done working on a documentary about TSOL. So they've been really busy. It's taken me about 3 years to get this interview, so I'm looking forward to it.
So excited for you. What's the name of your show, and where can they find it?
It's called A Powwow with Pops, and it's just type in a Powwow with Pops in any podcast search engine or app, and it'll come up. And, check it out. And it not only does it have interviews, but it also has me discussing movies with my friends and under certain... Yeah. And just life stuff.
Also, you've
me
got
talking about myself for an hour.
Yeah, which we all love. And of course, you've got some warehouse editions coming up where we're going to get to see some live music too.
I'm working on that. Yep.
Very excited. So Powwow with Pops, all major podcast platforms.
Uncarcerated as well.
I do. I have a show called Uncarcerated where I interview people coming in and out of institutions. We just had a great episode with a doctor, and I've got a couple more episodes coming up this week. So
awesome.
brand new features of Uncarcerated. You can find that anywhere podcasts are played.
Check out everything.
And then lastly, you can't forget, we have a fucking radio show.
Punk Rock Revival.
There you go. So check that out.
Yes. So Lee, you have a good rest of the week, man.
Bye.
You all too. Peace.